Well, hi there, and welcome to another miniature painting tutorial. If you have your brush and paints ready, feel free to follow along. First, we'll just want to dab our 2-inch brush just like that, and we'll blend it across the canvas. Just let the painting paint itself. Maybe we're feeling a little adventurous, and that's fine. We'll just add a happy little tree right here. It's easy. There's no secret. You can do it. You really can do it.
Today, I'll show you how to create these miniature paintings yourself. The link to this template is in the description below, and subscribe today to keep up to date with everything miniature. The basic tools you'll want to make your miniatures are a cutting mat, an X-Acto blade, a ruler, some glue, and let's not forget the template, which is linked in the video description below. Step 1. Print out the template on 65-pound cardstock. Well, actually there are two templates, the Advanced template and the Beginner's template. The main difference between the two is that the Beginner's template is easier to make, but is flat. The Advanced template, in contrast, creates depth in exchange for a little extra work. The difference is subtle, but the added realism is worth it in my opinion. Let's start with making the Beginner's template. First, we'll want to use the naturally occurring edges as guides to score the paper along all the lines shown. Swoop, swip, swep, swoop. Once that's done, simply cut out the template, flip it over, and use the naturally occurring edges to score the other half of the template along the back side. Scoring the back side of the template will allow us to fold the edges of the frame without any cut lines being visible, resulting in a better looking end product. Now, we'll want to pre-fold the template along all the scored lines and get a feel for how it goes together. Next, apply glue to the light brown flaps and attach them to the inside of the frame as shown. For best results, I recommend doing the sides first, and then finishing up with the bottom of the frame. Amazing! You did a great job. Now let's try the Advanced template, which follows the same steps as the Beginner's template with a few key exceptions. Like before, we'll first need to score the template along all the lines shown, and then cut out the template. You may notice that within the frame are black lines. Use these as guides to make deep cuts into the template, starting from the corners towards the inside of the frame as shown. This will create markings on the opposite side of the template. And I actually got the idea for this next step from this dude Euclid, who spent all his time figuring out the maths.
I love the maths.
And he wrote these books that no one reads anymore, where he postulated that a straight line segment can always be drawn by joining any 2 points. This, of course, is the master key, because the markings you've made actually describe 4 points which you can now use as a guide to score the template along all the lines shown. That's right, someone who died a really long time ago is still helping us make paper crafts today. Once you've finished scoring the inner frame, you'll then want to score the sides of the frame as well, just like we did when making the Beginner's template. Next, flip the template over and remove the white area from the frame. This will leave us with a border within the frame, which we will then fold in on itself using the previously scored lines as guides. This will help separate the painting from the frame and create an illusion of depth, which is actually not an illusion at all, because there really is some, albeit shallow, depth. The key here is to be patient, as this is the most complicated part of the Advanced template. Now, cut out the painting, apply glue along the edges, and place the picture within the frame. Make sure the image is centered and not blocking the sides of the frame, which we'll need to fold later. Then, let it dry, and weigh it down with an old book. Once dry, we can now pre-fold the template along all the scored lines, and glue the light brown flaps to the inside of the template just as we did before when making the Beginner's template. If you followed all these steps, you should now have a miniature painting perfectly sized for your dollhouse, or as a joke gift for a friend to put on their wall. The real question is, what are you going to do next? You could attend to the various responsibilities in your life, or you could grab a glass of wine and watch another video with me. The power is yours.